was killed by hail.
Hail? In here?
Yeah.
You think this was Snart?
No, his cold gun couldn't have done this.
Joe, we got something.
Don't you sleep?
Last month, you took on a man named Leonard Snart.
We call him Captain Cold.
We can talk about you giving your enemies silly code names later.
You mean like over coffee with Deathstroke and the Huntress?
Point is that you engaged Snart on a commuter train, which he derailed.
Okay.
So Scudder's going after everyone in Snart's old crew to track him down.
Yeah, but the only problem is Scudder's not gonna find him. Snart's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's gone. Oliver told me that Snart left with some friends of ours on a trip.
I didn't even want to know.
Genius over here.
You don't call the genius calls you. Question, how did you catch your Captain Cold? I've been reading about him in your files. Seems like a wily fellow, slow talker, but his M.O. strikingly similar to our dear Caitlin's.
What? No, we tracked him using the satellite to scan for ultraviolet cold signatures.
Where's Snart?
Man, I'm sorry, Barry. I forgot that we never told you.
What happened?
He sacrificed himself, saved us all. He died a hero.
A legend.
What do you mean?
Something that Snart said to me. That the Flash should stay a hero all the way. And sometimes that's not about who can punch the hardest or run the fastest.
You two have had to deal with a lot of trauma.
Well,
No, not
Eddie and Ronnie,
I mean a little.
my mom, HR,
Not too much.
Laurel,
Something.
Snart.
We've been to a few funerals.
Yeah.
That's the whole plan.
Well, as a Snart we know used to say, make a plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
Wow, that is terrible advice.
You're the guy that went back in time to borrow Snart before he died.
I know.
You think that bad people stay bad?
Not always. When I first met Leonard Snart, he was a criminal. Probably the worst criminal in the city. I knew that there was a good person in there somewhere, and look at him. Turned out to be a legend. Died a hero. If he can change, anyone can.
Do you really believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Because you connected with her.
It's like Dad said, she just needed someone to believe in her.
Sounds like you found your own Leonard Snart.
Well, time might prove me wrong, but I think so.
Cicada.
Leonard Snart. He said he didn't want to be saved, and you still found a way to convince him to save himself. There's a part of you that knows you don't have to let your past define you.
Except Snart had already worked with us at that point. I know, but I mean, after what just happened with you and Carver, what if the gun fell into the wrong hands, just like the cold gun fell into Snart's?
It won't. Trust me.
So do you think Grodd has gone, like, full hero? Or is this more of like a Captain Cold, former villain turned sort of good guy situation?
This belonged to the greatest outsider I ever knew. I'm looking for a partner. You're my best friend. I love you, man. What did you hear?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Though if I did, I suppose I might be flattered.
I wasn't talking to you.
Perhaps you've had enough to drink for one night.
That's the point. I haven't had enough.
So, if you weren't talking to me, then...
Snart.
Snart what?
I've been talking to Snart. I've been seeing him lately.
You've been having hallucinations of Laird's.
If you tell anyone, I'll kill you.
I believe you.
You can fix me.
Me?
You're a doctor.
Of nuclear physics.
Same thing.
Mr. Rory, I can't...
You can fix me, but you can't tell anybody about it. You got that?
Yes. Your quarters, Mr. Rory, they're charming. Oh my God.
What is that?
Something unusual, some sort of receiver. Judging from its design, one sensitive to gravitation wave transmissions.
You're telling me I have an antenna in my head?
Well, the good news is you're not crazy.
Oh, really? So seeing and talking to Snart's real?
Well, in a sense, yes. Your former partner was killed when the Oculus exploded in a blast of temporal energy. Now, if Mr. Snart was able to bond with that blast, the version of him you're now seeing could be, how would I put this?
Like a time ghost.
Precisely.
Mick, are you okay?
Am I okay? Why wouldn't I be okay?
I miss him too.
He blew himself up. For what?
So the rest of us could live.
Idiot.
Mick, we gotta go.
A disappointment. Well, the Leonard Snart that I knew was a cold, ruthless criminal who didn't say boo about my drinking because he knew I could get the job done. I don't like you. You don't fit in. Why don't you go back to that Nazi hellhole you call home?
Well, if that's how you feel, then I'll leave as soon as we return from Finland.
And the rest of us are just
Losers. That's why Rip picked us. Snart, the professor, those stupid Hawk flying chicken people.
want to survive.
Well, there's that. And there's finding someone you trust. I did time in Supermax with my old partner. It's hard to plot against a team.
I spent all my time shapeshifting and running. I never stuck around one place long enough to find anyone that I could trust.
Well, you gotta start somewhere. This is useless. Why don't we just blast a way out?
Using your heat gun in here, Mr. Rory, will deplete our low supply of oxygen.
Yeah, ease up, Mick. Last time you pulled the trigger, we ended up here.
You're pissed at me for firing on Haircut.
Oh, well, it's a good thing that this Snart bloke had to supply jackets, though, isn't it? They smell good, too, actually. What is that? Is it sandalwood?
Look, I'm pissed at you because that wasn't your call.
Legends were different back then. We were different back then.
Where you going, Captain Cold?
Antarctica, of course.
Yeah, that place is the worst.
Well, I'm following up on the lead that you... Bloody shapeshifters.
It's alright. Right now. All the time.
Hey, William.
Hello.
You like the Flash? Can I tell you a secret? I've actually met the Flash.
What's he like? Is he cool?
Yeah, he's super cool. He's one of the best guys that I know. I'm Oliver. I'm a friend of your mom's. We've known each other a long time.
Want to play action figures?
Sure. William, I'd love to come by every once in a while and say hello. Would that be all right with you?
It's Captain Cold. He's a bad guy.
Yes, he is. The Flash is gonna have to be very fast to catch him.
He will. He's the fastest man alive.
Oh!
Gotcha.